What's going on, guys? All right, so I haven't done a video in a while, and it is the holiday season, and I thought I'd do a video that probably has been done a million times. But it's a very polarizing topic, and that is this. The movie, wait for it, Die Hard. Die Hard. And yes, it's the holiday season, which opens up the debate that everybody has every year. And it's really simple. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Is Die Hard a holiday movie? And people are very, very polarized on this subject. Some people are very vehemently and totally convinced that this is not a Christmas movie. And some people are very vehemently and totally convinced that it is. So I'm not going to lie. I am in the latter. I do believe this is a Christmas movie, and I'm going to explain why. But let's start with this. And let's maybe show the argument of why some people think that it's not a Christmas movie. So here we go. Die Hard, obviously. Bruce Willis's first big foray into action adventure. This movie, it actually is a great documentary on Netflix. It's called The Movies That Made Us, and Die Hard is one of them that they highlight. And it goes over everything that it took to make this movie. This movie could have been starring Sylvester Stallone. It could have been starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. It could have been starring, I think they even approached Clint Eastwood on this. There were so many actors that turned down the role, but in the end, they ended up with Bruce Willis, and a lot of people were not happy about that. Bruce Willis at that time was simply an actor known for being on this show called Moonlighting. So he was not known for his action prowess. He looked small, he looked wimpy, especially compared to guys like Sly and Arnold. So casting Bruce Willis in this movie was a huge deal. And it was, again, his first foray into action. He's never done action before this movie. Now, the argument against Die Hard being a Christmas movie is, in fact, that it's a movie about terrorists, guys like this guy right here. It's a huge, bloody, swearing action fest, right? It's your typical late 80s guy movie, right? And so everybody thinks, well, this is not a Christmas movie. It's not. I mean, they're swearing all the time. It's about terrorists. It's about everything but Christmas. In fact, your villain, Hans Gruber, is probably one of the most recognizable villains of all time, but also, more importantly, obviously, he does not scream Christmas, right? And I get why people think it's not a Christmas movie, but I am going to, and this video is not going to be long, but I'm going to outline why I think it is, and it's very simple. This movie, although it's a hardcore action flick, although you have villains like Hans Gruber and like this dude right here, and it's all about that action and there's tons of swearing and blood and everything else, this movie is intrinsically about a man trying to get home, or not get home, but trying to spend time with his wife and his kids on Christmas. And if that isn't a Christmas movie, I don't know what is. If you look at so many different Christmas movies, there are so many of them that intrinsically are about a man or a woman or a kid trying to get back to their family on Christmas. Home Alone, off the top of my head, is one. There's a kid and a mother trying to get back to her son on Christmas. If that doesn't scream Christmas movie, I can't tell you what does. And this movie, Die Hard, is in fact, more than anything else, more than a terrorist movie, more than an action flick, this movie is about a man who just wants to spend time with his wife and his kids for Christmas. And that's it. And that is why Die Hard is 100%, first and foremost, tied into its DNA, an integral part of what this movie is that, and it's Christmas. It is the definition of Christmas movie. Period. End of story. End of argument. This argument is done. It's done because the main plot, again, of this movie is not about the terrorists. It's not about this guy. It's not about Hans. It's not even so much about Bruce or John McClane himself. It is about John McClane trying to get home to his wife and family for Christmas. And that, my friends, my film-loving friends, is exactly what a Christmas movie is all about. So, in closing, guys, Die Hard is definitely 100% the Christmas movie. It is right up there with Home Alone. It is right up there with Elf. It's right up there with Christmas Vacation. It's right up there with A Christmas Story. It is a quintessential, complete and total Christmas movie in its DNA. I want to thank y'all for watching the video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, if you agree or if you disagree. Also, don't forget, of course, to like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. I know I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately, but, I wanted to get this one out because, again, 'tis the season. So, again, thank you all for checking out this video, and I will catch you all later. Peace.